This is part 2 of a 2-part series on construction adhesives. When it comes to these types of products, there's no shortage of marketing hype. Some of these products claim to be 8 times stronger than the competition. So today we're going to cut through that marketing hype and find out what these products are all about. So let's get the testing underway. To determine which construction adhesive is best, we'll be conducting 3 separate tests along with multiple samples of each test. In the first test, we'll be measuring shear strength using 2x4s. In the second test, we'll be measuring tensile strength using 1x2s, all cut from the same stack of lumber. A jig was used to ensure the holes were centered, equally spaced, and drilled in a straight up and down position. Painter's tape was applied to the center of the board before cutting the board into 2 pieces to prevent the construction adhesive from sticking to the sides of the wood, resulting in inaccurate test results. Each test piece was then numbered before cutting the boards into 2 pieces to make sure the original fiber pattern was maintained when gluing each test sample back together in its original position. In the third test, we'll be measuring tensile strength using threaded PVC end caps. Tape was wrapped around all the caps and then a razor knife was used to cut the tape. Each piece of PVC end pipe was cleaned with denatured alcohol and allowed to dry before applying the construction adhesive to the end caps. Each adhesive was applied and allowed to cure in a controlled environment for a total of 8 days, which is a day longer than the amount of time required for all products to fully cure. Heavy Duty Dynagrip is made by DAP. It's an exterior and interior construction adhesive. Dynagrip produced 884 pounds on the first sample. The second sample was even better at 1,964. The third was down quite a bit to 989. We'll also be testing the liquid nails Fuse It. It uses a hybrid technology that bonds to almost everything. When they say all surface, they're talking about a construction adhesive for glass, metal, wood, ceramic, granite, mirrors, rubber, and most plastics and more. Liquid Nails Fuse It produced 925 pounds on the first sample. Looks like the wood partially fell on the Liquid Nails Fuse It. The next one was up a little to 1,079. For the most part, the glue let go. There was a little bit of board failure towards the bottom of the board. The third sample was up again to 1,529. We'll be testing 2 different types of liquid nails. This is the Heavy Duty Construction Adhesive for interior and exterior use. It provides a strong, permanent bond that will outlast the project. It bonds all common construction materials. It's waterproof and weatherproof. The first sample broke loose at 517. The second was even lower at 315. The third was down to 177. We'll also be testing Loctite PL3X, which is supposed to be 3 times stronger than ordinary adhesive. It's a polyurethane formula. It's for interior and exterior use. Loctite PL3X did an amazing job at 2,030 on the first sample. Very impressive. Okay, over 2,000 pounds with the PL3. The second was down a little to 1,617. The wood failed, not the glue. The third was 1,715, so PL3X delivered consistently good results. So PL3X is a very strong construction adhesive, definitely stronger than the wood. This product is pretty impressive. If you're really looking for a strong bond, you might want to consider the PL8X. It's supposed to be 8 times stronger than ordinary adhesive. It'll be very interesting to see if this product is truly 8 times stronger than the competition. The first sample broke free at 1,509. Okay, the glue did not fail, the wood failed. The second was the highest yet at 2,092. Wow! The third was down slightly to 1,907. You can see it took the wood with it, so 3X and 8X are very impressive products. Both of those products are definitely stronger than the wood. The results of the shear strength test are very interesting, with Loctite 8X winning the first round with an amazing 1,836 pounds of shear strength on average. It would have likely won by an even larger margin over 3X, but 8X was stronger than the wood. PL3X, which was also stronger than the wood, did very well too at 1,787. DAP Dynagrip finished third at 1,279. Liquid Nails Fuse-It at 1,178. And I'm really surprised that Liquid Nails Heavy Duty didn't do a little bit better. Let's test the tensile strength of these products next. Let's start with Dynagrip. Dynagrip did very well at 680 pounds on the first sample. The second was down a little to 606, which is still very good. The third was down slightly to 558. The fourth was way down to 197. The fifth was back up to 504. The final one was up a little to 524. Let's test Liquid Nails Fuse-It next. The first was 280. The second was down a little to 160. The third was up a lot to 267. The fourth was slightly down to 257. The fifth was down a little more to 242. The final one was up even higher to 308, so Dynagrip seems better at tensile strength than Liquid Nails Fuse-It. Let's see how Liquid Nails Heavy Duty performs. The first was 230. The second was up quite a bit to 311. The third was back down a bit to 156. The fourth was up some to 247. The fifth was down a little to 208. The final sample was down quite a bit to 143. Let's test PL3X next. PL3X was 205 on the first sample. The second was up to 310. The third was down to 252. The fourth was up some to 335. The fifth was down slightly to 319. The final sample was down slightly to 259. Let's test PL8X. Wow, 684 pounds on the first sample. The wood failed on a second at 722 pounds. The third was still very good at 697. The wood failed again on the fourth sample at 741. The fifth was down slightly to 622. The sixth was down slightly to 541. PL8X once again dominated the showdown, producing 668 pounds of tensile strength. PL8X was so strong that the wood failure was an issue with 2 out of 6 samples. DAP Dynagrip did very well at 512, PL3X at 280, Liquid Nails Fuse-It at 252, and Liquid Nails Heavy Duty at 216. Let's start with Dynagrip. Dynagrip let go at 43 pounds, and it doesn't appear that the adhesive cured at the center of the PVC after 8 days of cure time. The second was up slightly to 56. The third was down some to 28. Let's test Liquid Nails Fuse-It next. The first was 132. The second was up some to 160. The third was up again to 168. Let's see how Liquid Nails Heavy Duty performs. The first was only 6 pounds since Liquid Nails didn't fully cure in the center of the PVC. The second was only 9. The third was only 13. Let's test PL3X next. The first was 149. The second was down a little to 93. The third was down a little to 64. Let's test PL8X. The Hadex did really well at 309 on the first sample. It was up even higher to 357 on the second. The final was down a little to 178. PL8X really stood out at 281 pounds. Liquid Nails Fuse It did well at 153. PL3X at 102. DAP Dynagrip and Liquid Nails really struggled since neither one of them fully cured in the center of the PVC after 8 days of cure time. When it comes to price, Liquid Nails is the least expensive at 26 cents per ounce, then Dynagrip at 40, PL3X at 49 cents, and Liquid Nails Fuse It and PL8X both at 78 cents per ounce. Is paying 2 to 3 times as much for a product such as PL8X or Liquid Nails Fuse It worth it? The red line indicates the overall average strength of each product averaged across all 3 categories of testing. The blue bar indicates the cost per ounce. In the tensile strength test, both PL8X and 3X were so strong that the wood failed before the adhesive. In the wood tensile strength test, PL8X experienced 2 wood failures. So both of these products are stronger than the other brands by a larger margin than what's reflected on the chart. From a value perspective, PL8X is the most expensive and strongest. Liquid Nails Fuse It cost approximately the same per ounce as 8X, but demonstrated less strength on average than 8X, 3X, and DAP Dynagrip. Another way to look at value is pound strength per penny. DAP and PL3X delivered approximately 15 pounds of strength per penny compared to 12 for PL8X and 7 for the Liquid Nails products. If you saw the previous video on marine construction adhesives, you might be wondering how they compare to those not rated for continuous water exposure. The test results for only dry wood and PVC are included in the following chart. Loctite PL8X and 3X are the strongest, but they aren't designed for continuous water exposure. 3M 5200 ranks 3rd overall for strength, which is very impressive when you consider that it's marine capable. DAP Dynagrip came in 4th, followed by F26 and then Liquid Nails Fuse It. I'm not sure if Loctite PL8X is 8 times stronger than the competition, but it's close enough for me, and I'm very impressed with the product. It totally dominated this showdown in every single category, showing why it is such a great product. We saw equally impressive results out of 3M 5200 in the previous showdown. If you haven't seen that video, you may want to check it out. It does a very good job in marine environments. Just as a reminder, I'm not sponsored by 3M, Loctite, or any other brand. Viewers requested this one, and I had a lot of fun putting this one together. As usual, I really want to hear your video ideas. If you have any of those, please leave a comment. Just want to say thanks so much for watching the video. Please take care, and I look forward to next time.